morning, you'll see on your table you've got a whole lot of materials. Each person gets a bag with some worksheets in it, and we're going to talk about this in a little bit. Your table should have two, and I'm going to borrow this real quick. You should have two cards that look like this. They might be a different color. Alright? These cards are your challenge this morning. We're going to do a challenge this morning. Because every good project-based unit has a challenge. So your challenge is, as a group of 3 or 4, you are going to design and create a crate that will keep a tea bag dry the longest in cold weather. Or cold water, excuse me. I'm not quite awake yet myself this morning. Will you go to the next one, please? There you go. Alright, so what and how are you going to do this? Well, the first thing you have to know is that you're going to have constraints. You're going to have a limited time to do this. The second thing is that your crate has to be freestanding or actually free-floating. Okay? This is going to be tied back to, or could be tied back to, the Boston Tea Party. So we're tying a little bit of social studies into engineering.
Work. You see me happy work. You see me do me dirt. There's something about that work. When you walk a line. I'm in the cafe, all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my vision. Me all the work. You see me happy work. You see me do my dirt. There's something about that work. When you walk a line. I'm in the cafe,
Hands up, materials down. 15 and a half. Alright, that's 16 and a half inches.
Challenge, they would do some research using technology. Identify alternatives. The other thing I forgot to mention is gather information is sometimes better if you have students. Brainstorm information independently so they can be creative and think for themselves. When they get to the identified alternatives, that's where they share what they came up with their group. And then between members of the group, they select the solution. It could be one person's design, it could be a culmination of their design. If you all look like you all are pretty much working together. Implement the solution, that's the actual building or creating of the project.
Explaining the core points that they researched. In Cincinnati Public, we have a capstone showcase where all the students in grades 4 through 11 compete with all other students in the district. And I'm happy to say that the school that we teach at, Shroder High School, we took home an award for every grade level. And we're also featured on national news for one of our capstone projects in the upper grades. So the 8th grade students, they correlated with what I did. So we talked about going the slave trade, how African Americans provided a very profitable resource through the slave trade, and that's why we're here today. So the 8th grade take it to another level, and they talk about the Civil War, and so they researched that. They won an award too for theirs this year, as I said. So we'll go to the next one. That just talks about the Capstone District Showcase. All of this is in your pamphlet. You can go to the next one. The brochure gives you information, which is what I just said. Also, I have a page in your packet that's just a sample outline of how I complete the capstone project, the weeks that they complete each component of the project. So the assessment piece, 90% of the students increase their scores on reading historical documents using primary and secondary sources, which they have to use in order to complete the research. We do that all the time in social studies anyway. And so some of them came in at 0%, not knowing how to understand nonfiction text or historical documents. By the end of the year, my students increased to 90% of using historical documents, which also helped with the capstone project. So we're proud of that. So that's the assessment piece for us. Go.
Back to Shroder, because we have a separate area for our students with disabilities called Study Skills Bell. And during that time, because let's say they're working on research, there's a lot of scaffolding those are just some ideas.
Is that like a resource class? Like, do they work with a resource terms? Okay.
Yes, but it's really focused on what they're doing in their general ed segment.
Okay.
So, you know how sometimes they focus a lot on separate sort of IEP goals?
Yeah, that's what
You'll see 5 posters. Those 5 posters, there's 4 math, 1 science. They are actually project and challenge-based units that Ms. Booker and I have done with our students. We invite you to take about 3 to 4 minutes, take a look, do a little bit of a gallery walk. If you have any questions about the social studies capstone, Ms. James will be over here to talk to you. If you have anything about questions about differentiation, Mr. Holbein's in the back. Ms. Jacobs is up here. If you have any questions about science, I'm right here. But please